Guys, today we're going to look at another incredibly good Dirk Pinkerton design. This time, it's the Slim by Beyond EDC. So let's turn us around and look at this great big Wharncliffe from above. Guys, this is the Dirk Pinkerton designed Slim by Beyond EDC. Now, I'll put a link to Beyond EDC down below. They currently have got a 40% discount on everything site-wide for them. But this thing is really a good cutter. So this is a 14C 28N Wharncliffe that is done in not too bad thickness blade stock, but then it comes down to a really good edge. This has cut a bunch. I just finished cleaning it up so that we could film it, but I cut up a bunch of cardboard with this because it just seemed like it was going to be such a good cutter, and I was absolutely 100% correct. So big, long Wharncliffe blade on this with a lot of cutting surface. This knife is coming in like a lot of the Pinkertons, pretty big. It's at about 8 3/4 on the mat. The action on this super smooth. You've got these beautiful micarta handles that are done in that green that Beyond EDC is using, that is kind of a more vibrant green. It's more green than some of the other greens you see. A lot of the green micarta winds up being almost a brown or a tan. It is a liner lock flipper, and the flipper is the only deployment. You've got really nice thin handles, which makes sense why they would call it the Slim. It has got some jimping back here and on the spine that are really good. This is still really good functional jimping. It's not as aggressive as a lot of the other Pinkerton knives jimping, but this one is still really functional. It does grip and grab. But you've got this back here as well on it, where you've got your whole thumb back here, which is a really comfortable area to have for cutting. You've got almost a full choil on this, so you can get up on it and cut. The grind on this is done beautifully. Like I said, comes down super thin. The handles kind of transition down like to a thinner profile at the heel than they do at the pivot. And then you've got a big finger choil in here that gets you really good access to the lock bar. There is some jimping back here, which typically I'm not a fan of, but on this, it is very tactile. You've got a little bit of jimping for your pinky, so you don't feel like you're going to slip off, and it does definitely help. Like I said, action is beautiful. The flipper is not too big, and then it completely disappears into the scale, so you don't have anything extra sticking up outside, so the blade just kind of matches the contour of that closed. It's got a really nice clean line. The nice thing about Wharncliffes is you can stuff so much cutting edge into a knife with it being a Wharncliffe, and still not have any issues with it like sticking out past or being really proud or having a lot sticking up. It does have a really nice slim profile. Now, I'll tell you, there's a couple things about this that I'm not a big fan of, and we'll talk about them. I mean, my thoughts might change on it over time, but we're going to talk about that right after you hear from this video sponsor. Guys, with Halloween officially being in the books, you know what that means. It's the start of the holiday season, which means Coffee Brand Coffee is starting to release some of their new flavors. You can see me opening up the one that they sent me right there. This is the butterscotch toffee. It is amazing. I'm having a cup of it right now. They have got some of the best flavored coffees you're going to find. All of their coffee is roasted on demand when you order it, ground or bean sent to your door. They also have cocoa. They have tea. They have got cold brew bags. And the thing is, now that it's the holiday season, they are starting to do their gift boxes. So if you want to get a gift for someone for Christmas, I absolutely recommend it. There is no risk because it's a money back guarantee if you try their coffee. And you can save 10% with my link. So check them out. Give them a shot. I absolutely love what they're doing over there. Guys, I got to get out of here and get back to filming. So just a couple small things on this. I wish that they had left a little bit more material on the lock bar. It's not horrible, and you've got really good access to it, but a little bit more meat on that lock bar, I think, would have been a little bit more comfortable. It doesn't need to be that thin. Too many companies and too many designers are taking out too much material on their lock bar. On a large like frame lock, I get it, but on a liner lock, you really don't need it. Just soften the edge of it a little bit. You don't need to make it much thinner. Next thing, I wish it's got good jimping. Like I said, the jimping on it's good. I just wish it went further up. This is one of those knives that would be great if it had jimping going all the way up. Just an example, let me show you. It's this one. It's the Warrentac. Sorry, I had my finger on a lock bar. You've got a lot of jimping that goes further up, which I find to be great. So that would be something I would like to see, is just a little bit more additional jimping on the spine, just a little further. Next thing. I do not like when the entire detent track is exposed. One, I don't find it pleasing to look at because now you've got that line through it. But the other thing is so much more gunk. You'd be surprised at how much more junk can get into your detent pocket when it's completely exposed like that. There's room in there that you could have done that on the interior. You could have designed that in. I don't like when it's fully exposed like that. You can see the entire detent track right there. Yeah, it's easy. I can clean it out, but then it's exposed. And the other thing too is you can actually have something damage the pocket for your detent. And then one of the last things, I've noticed this on a lot of the Pinkerton designs, the pocket clip is surface mounted and it looks cool. You've got this little stood up area where it looks cool. And on some of the knives, it really does work well. But I'm starting to notice that, you know, I've always talked about pocket clips that move. This one moves a lot. And that's because it doesn't have a pocket to sit in. It's surface mounted. And so it can slide around. If you were to mill that out and have it down in a pocket, it would be enclosed and it couldn't move back and forth. So really find that annoying, because I can definitely feel that pocket clip. And it's not just that it squeaks back and forth. It actually moves. Now I've tightened it down once, but I think it just keeps coming loose. If it was pocketed down in, you'd have a lot less issues with that. Overall though, as far as a knife, it's fairly budget friendly knife here. It really does a good job and I absolutely would recommend it. Is it a yup or a nah? It's a yup. It's definitely a very good knife. I can overlook some of the issues on it. The pocket clip, I may take care of that. I may find a way to pocket that myself if I decide I'm going to keep this, but you know, you're getting a lot with this. So if you guys are interested in these, you can pick these up over at Machine Co. Ty is making a bunch of different ones. These are his little decision maker haptic worry stowed dominoes. So yeah, guys, let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. There you go, guys. Dirk Pinkerton gets it pretty much right almost every time. I haven't had a Pinkerton design that I really didn't like. And this thing is a beast with that 14C28N. The edge on this is just stupid aggressive. It's a dream to cut with. I don't even mind the fact, typically I don't like knives that taper down. On this one, not even an issue because of that jimping right on the pinky. So there you go, guys. You know what to do. Interact with the video. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down. It helps in the algorithm. Drop a comment. Hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure you've got that bell icon turned on. You guys know I've got sponsors. Put an ad in. Follow those sponsor links down below. There's discounts built in at Coffee Brand Coffee and Tempered Trail. I also have a coupon code that will save you 40% at Beyond EDC. It is Crazy Sharp, all one word, all lowercase. That also works at Rosecraft Blades and Ferrum Forge Knife Works. That discount code, once again, Crazy Sharp, all one word, all lowercase. It saves you 10% at those two. I've got vendors down below. I'm working on getting more vendors like Kaiser and Cancept and a couple others. But you can take those affiliate links that are down below. You can click on those if you're going to buy knives, like Knives Ship Free, GP Knives. It gives me a portion of that at checkout. Doesn't cost you anything. Same with my Amazon store. Take that, pin it to your browser, use it for any Amazon shopping you do. Join the public Discord that's down below where it says join the community, and you can check out my memberships. There's a private Discord. I do exclusive content. There is giveaways that I do. There's a premium tier, a sharpening tutorial series here on YouTube, and it's just a lot of fun with the Discord, I should say, is a lot of fun. So guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.